I remember that.
Welcome, everyone. Welcome to My Hero Academia Manga Stream, chapter 328 this time. It is Sunday. I'm here with Mark.
Hey.
But you know what? Before we jump into the new chapter, Mark, there's something that we always do before reading the new chapter, and what would that be?
Recap episode!
Recap episode. You know, really quick aside, showcasing that Resident Evil 4 VR, the fact that you have to manually reload, it just reminded me of that.
Oh yeah, because I mean, like you gotta like get the fucking you get the clip out and everything.
Yeah, you have to take the clip out and then actually put it in your handgun, for example, and then load it up.
Yeah.
And it's like, whoa, that's kind of cool.
Adds to the realism. Like, there's actually a lot of VR games that do that.
That's so great. So about the reload speed, it's like how fast is the reload speed? However you want it to be.
You're saying get good.
Because in the OG, like once you max out like handgun reload speed, it's fast. So
It's like you don't even see your hands move. It's just reload.
yeah, it's just like it's like whoa.
Freaking Ultra Instinct level of speed.
Dude, if someone can master that, I would love to see that.
He
Sheesh.
reloads.
Where are you going, man? Okay.
Like, where do you think you're going, man?
Zoinks Deku, I'm about to read your new manga chapter.
Shit's fire, man.
Okay, but to the recap episode, right? This is 327, where they literally rush Deku into the bath.
He needed it very badly.
It was great. I love, at this point, like, Horikoshi and a couple of the other writers knew that this boy needed the bath. We all knew. So the fact that they had spent like just a good like pages just, you know, giving him the work that he needs.
Not to mention, like, also the exact temperature of the bath. Set it to this many degrees.
42 degrees Celsius. Heat that bath. Strip him down. Lather. Rinse. Repeat. Dunk.
Oh, wait, what? As a country that uses Fahrenheit, what is 42 Celsius?
Pretty hot, actually.
Can we get a Google search on that?
Yeah, I remember doing like a conversion like before and just trying to keep that in mind. I just don't remember exactly which like numbers to go for. Let's see. Fahrenheit to Celsius. Let's see. If we just put down 42 here, it should show up as 107 degrees.
Okay, that's not too bad.
It's pretty hot. It's just a little hot.
I mean, it's not boiling.
Right. But it's enough to get everyone into like a villager face.
A villager face.
Most things in the world can be solved with a good bath.
Which, honestly, facts.
I know that Bakugo's actually still kind of struggling to just keep calling Deku Deku or just call him Izuku. So
Izuku.
That's interesting. I wasn't expecting him to kind of follow through with that.
I mean, like, with the way Bakugo's character's been going, I can see it.
Yeah.
Like, I think he's honestly trying to make amends.
Yeah. He's still like...
It's because he's realized what he's been doing. He's like, fuck.
Yeah, I think he's been just trying to atone for that, honestly. Even if it's not like buddy, it's just kind of speaking to him like in almost an earnest way that the readers at this point will start to pick up. So
I think they are friends now. Like, I would say they are genuinely friends.
He won't admit it.
Oh yeah, he's not going to say it outright, but it's kind of implied.
Oh, sorry guys, you're hitting a helicopter. My bad. That's the problem with the voice mod now. But don't worry about it. It'll come to pass. I'll talk over it.
They said we're in a helicopter?
No, there's a helicopter in the background that people could probably hear.
Oh, I don't hear it.
Oh, really?
Yeah, from my end, I don't hear shit.
Okay. Maybe just started to fade out a little bit. Any case, love the little bits of... there's a panel of Todoroki just looking the way he does, and then of course Mineta actually
just looking the way that he does.
Mineta just be asking like, do you just naturally look like that when you make that pose?
You just naturally look like a pretty boy.
And then All Might, that's so funny. Deku was saying, I can't sleep. Not until I talked to like All Might. And then All Might comes in like, I'm so sorry. I never got to tell you that you need, you could just take it easy. And then Mina demands the apology as well. Deku just outright just says like, let's do everything together, okay? And then All Might's like, thank you. All right, I'm out.
All right, just want to get that done.
Gotta talk to Endeavor. You know how it is.
Gotta talk to Endeavor. Hero things, you know it is.
Todoroki at that point, like he grabs the sheets because immediately Deku like finally like goes to sleep. In any case, Jiro has the idea of pretty much just reviving everyone's like spirits by getting the band back together, and everyone's down for it. So I'm happy to see where that progresses.
She looks so fucking cute in that chapter though. I can't even lie. Like I'm never like I like Jiro, but I never thought she was that cute. But in this chapter, I was like, okay, that's pretty cute.
Everyone's got charms. Like honestly, like they know what they're doing with their characters. The characters that have that spotlight, like specifically on them, shows the best of them. Honestly.
Oh yeah.
And then the last couple pages were just talking about like the input that they got from Stain. So at that point, we don't really know where that's going to develop, but I guess we will find out.
Shakespearean Stain.
Yeah. Oh yeah, that was also the part of the fact that they were talking about how it's pretty much a love letter. But if you really like cut it down, like there's some actual info they can get out of it.
If you like, I'll actually go and read it. Yeah, it's like, oh wow, it actually is.
Huh? Go figure. Yeah. All right. So I guess we will go ahead and get started with the next chapter, which is chapter 328. This is dubbed "No Man is an Island," which already makes me think of one particular character. But in any case, about 1 month ago, this is when wait, what did we call the prison?
Tartarus.
Thank you. When Tartarus is set aflame, buildings are breaking out. Buildings are crumbling. Someone's rushing out right now. And followed with the laughter. Mwahaha! Women! Oh my god.
Give me some women!
This dude straight up just says, women! Give me some women! Never thought I'd see the day when I could start collecting females again. Yeesh.
Honestly, the women give me some women is Cody right now.
Oh yeah,
he's like, Petey, give me some Petey.
Context. One of the dogs that Mark's place is in heat. So the male dog.
My dog, who's a male dog, is currently horny as fuck.
Is currently on constant watch right now. Okay.
Poor boy.
This poor boy. He's just. Yeah, I can't really even like knock it because like.
Neither of them can help it.
Right, and they don't. I mean, they're not like really trained to be like, no, that's not a good thing.
Resist.
It's
also,
like the
wait till
whole...
you see this next page.
Yeah. Sorry, I was gonna reference the situation with Gabe's dogs and
yeah, fucking Max.
Yes, Max. I was like, what was his name again? The troublemaker.
Max. He knocked up Tootsie, and then Tootsie head toasting the other puppies.
Yeah. So that happened. So, in any case, back to the chapter. The following page is like this dude straight up running up and slitting like this guy's throat. It's like, what's going on
that's
here?
Stain.
Oh, that's Stain? Holy shit, it is Stain.
Dude, just go collect it.
I mean, I guess
he had his 5 seconds of light.
I mean, to be fair, he was a menace.
Yeah, but I'm just like, it's like you're wondering what he's gonna be about. Literally goes next page.
I could barely recognize him until I zoom in on like the facial hair. I was like, ah, right, that is him.
Oh, like I would recognize him instantly. The hair, the chin.
And you know what, Stain? I'll give you some points for just like quickly like cutting away like from any possible like terrible like issues that this guy could possibly do.
Stain said, "Hold up."
And it was pretty nonchalant. He just like he knew what he needed to do. He cut him down, and then like Stain just like kind of looks around like, oh, what's going on here? Yeah,
he had a guy with like what looks like a shiv, like a makeshift knife that you'd expect from prison.
Fair. And with Stain using it, It pretty much is as lethal as it needs to be.
Like, I don't know if it's just a shiv or if it's literally just a piece of concrete that's just sharp.
Either or, yeah. We got the next panel right underneath it. Looks like there's a little bit of narration here. I haven't heard a word of news about anything beyond these walls since my arrest in Hoshu City. But if Tartarus has fallen, the world beyond must be in dire straits. Information is essential. And he's absolutely right. I'll go ahead and just continue this next page, and then you can continue.
Okay.
He's run through. He sees the one of the control rooms. Everyone's just been knocked down. Everything's destroyed. Nothing left here, he says. Looks at like a corpse here. The others met their grisly ends gripping firearms, but this one clutches something like a babe in his arms. He checks out the body. Tug. Why grab this and not a weapon? The ragged breathing of a man doomed to die. Oh my god. You hear, like, they're making, like, the wheezing sounds there. I require information. Next page. Go ahead, Mark.
Chizomi Akuguro, you worked with Shigara. This is not for you. You just see Stain with his menacing look. So it's something that matters then. As he just kind of just takes it out the guy's hand. Stored data. You kill her. Drop it. That must reach the right people. Give it back. Not for you. Must do my duty. Go to the next page. We see him still talking. And this is Stain right now. This era has gone Ari. Rest assured, your conviction will reach the right man. As Stain looks at him again, sees him. Akuguro, are you a man or a beast? And then we see Stain in this. That chin, bro.
Bruh, that Voldemort nose.
You mean the lack of?
The lack of a nose.
I'm merely an ally to the world as it should be, but a beast all the same.
Alright, I'll give you points on that.
That takes some balls to admit. Because he said he's merely an ally to the world as the world should be, but he's still a beast.
Yeah, he understands exactly where he is.
That chin, though, bro.
He understands that he has like what the world perceives as a very twisted mindset.
He knows that for a fact,
and he accepts that, and will still carry on.
He said, like, yeah, don't get me wrong. I get for a fact that what I'm doing is not exactly looked well upon, but you know, it's his code. He's like, he's still gonna stick to it, even because he's actually trying to help, but in a way that everyone else is like, he shouldn't be doing that.
Meanwhile, we got the next page. It shows a panel of All for One, and like the rubble like beneath him, and all people gravitating towards him as he just says, "And Shiggy," as he looks upon the world, he just says, "Witness me." Also put this in print.
Put this in print.
Hey, I take the print. Put this on wallpaper.
Put this on a poster.
Put this on a poster.
I guarantee you, once the anime hits for this part, it's definitely gonna be a poster.
Oh my god, that's gonna be great. Honestly, like they had like the what was it, the Comic-Con panel with my special cover of the volume 1, and that was its own like poster print, which unfortunately I couldn't get because there were people.
Sold out.
That's yeah. Whole another story. A whole another story. Even walking in there. But in any case, we're back here. Stain's looking from around the corner. He just likes looking around corners, you know.
He's like, who?
He's
freaking Red Skull face ass.
Red Skull face ass. Okay, he's saying that nameless man guarded this data with his dying breath. As for its true value, I cannot say.
I mean, here's the thing. Like, we all knew that Stain's code would like, it would not let him work with All for One of all people. We knew it was going to make him work with the heroes. We knew this was going to happen, but we didn't know how it was going to happen.
Mm-hmm.
And that's what I think is interesting about this.
Yeah.
Also, did you notice he dove off of the side
Yeah, I was
into
gonna.
the fucking water and
Yeah,
swam back to shore?
he swam like he's a real
This
one.
man is built different.
Listen, when you need to get somewhere, you gotta get somewhere by your own 2 feet and hands.
I know if he didn't want to have to be with all that, he's like, "Yep, I'm out.
I'm,
Dive."
I'm, I'm not with that mess.
He said, "Yeah, no.
How about?
How about no?"
All right. So he continues. Back from where he was saying, as for the true value of this thing that the nameless guard had guarded, I cannot say. So I will deliver it to only the one who has earned my trust. To his final moments, that guard held a dying ember of resolve to act for society's sake. He must pick up where he left off, because
The fact that
everything.
he's still doing it for the guard, like
Yeah,
that speaks volumes.
I was gonna say, like, he's never met this man like in his life, but he's like, I recognize the resolve that you got, so I'll carry
He said,
this
"I'll
for you,
respect your conviction."
because everything began with you. As it cuts to All Might, looking tall as fuck. Actually,
He looks very tall, and his friend grew a beard.
yeah, I guess that's what Crisis does to you. All Might delivered the intel to Zagachi, his people, and later rejoined them after speaking with Deku at UA. He starts off, his friend, Tizakachi. Glad to hear you patch things up with Midoriya. Anyhow, we're really losing face getting help from a killer like this, but let me go ahead and continue this. Tartarus'
Ooh, that's a lot of text.
yeah, Tartarus' system is a standalone one, built that way in order to prevent interference from external forces. So normally, nobody else would have the access to this data in any form. As for the data itself, it concerns the cause of their system shutdown, the same radio waves that Shigaraki made extensive use of in the main battle. In this case, the prison was hit with those blasts over and over from both inside and out, which we kind of already know, like how.
Yep. Oh, all for one.
It's literally like 2 of them. Because
He's literally just made an extra body.
Which is absolutely crazy. Catman over here is like, because All for One himself must have synchronized.
Catman.
He must have synchronized with his vestige residing in Tomura Shigaraki, right? Well, Sansa, yes, the piece of his conscious inside of his quirk works as a conduit for sharing thoughts. Like, experience the same phenomenon as well, referencing like, yeah, his connection with just One for All. The problem is that it isn't a two-way channel. Question mark from Sansa? Oh, sorry, go ahead.
Right? The All Might continues. The vestige of me within One for All seems to have access to my thoughts, but I never experience any sort of syncing with the vestige's thoughts. So basically, the information from All Might goes into the vestige, but none of the vestige's information goes into All Might.
Which, yeah, it's just literally a message in a bottle that they can't send back.
I mean, basically, it's like, I think it's because he's still alive, but the vestige is a spiritual representation of him inside of One for All.
Right, because it's already been imprinted, so he will still be able to pass on messages. He just won't fully
until he dies.
Yeah.
Except recently, when I touched the boy, or rather, when I was close enough to touch him, whatever my vestige was thinking and feeling sort of flowed into me. It's not words exactly, more like feelings flowing in from you. Even if we suppose that All for One can sync to a greater degree than One for All, do we really believe that his real body, locked up 500 meters below sea level, could receive such specific thoughts from the vestige in Shigaraki?
Good point to bring up.
We go to Catman Sansa. Sansa. Stranger Things, right? Kind of like a twin connection. Like, twin telepathy, that kind of old saying.
Mm.
That could very well be, but in this case, this is also Sukachi saying this. They used those radio waves to communicate. Next page.
This is true.
These radio waves can be used as signals to give the Nobu very specific commands.
That is also true.
We should assume that a man in possession of that same quirk could receive and interpret those waves, and the waveform data on that storage media resembles a conversation. We need to get Audacity on this.
Oh.
That it's already been decoded. What were they saying? Make him complete in 38 days. Is the cat? Oh.
I love that detail. Cat wide open, like what?
Wow. But based on the research from Central Hospital, I thought we had 2 months. No. He could have rigged the results. We were bound to get as a bluff. Prepare yourself for this next page.
Oh shit. Let me go
Prepare
ahead then.
yourself. No,
Okay.
I got it because it's my
really?
third page.
Oh, okay. Go ahead then.
Only he and his vestige could interpret that correspondence at the time. So if we assume they discussed the true schedule, then Tomura Shigaraki will be a complete vessel in 3 days' time.
Ooh. Next page.
3 days. 3 days.
They ain't gonna slow down. There's no filler episode.
Dude, 3 days.
That's true because like that's the radio waves like hit like a while ago, and then Tartarus like fell down, and then I'm like that was a month ago.
Yep, and it said they'd be complete in 38 days.
So it's a bit rough. It's a bit rough.
You would think since Mirko was able to interrupt his progress, that would permanently stop the progress, but I guess not. He just needs to rest.
Yeah, like honestly, I'm just gonna reference Venom 2 for this. It's just like a little portion of it going inside like the new host. It'll just for some reason, just due to like the plot convenience of it, it just develops over time. It just needs some time to actually go through it. Or the right stimulus.
Right stimulus.
But in any case, the next page. A direct request from All Might. Yes. But this sort of
the World Hero Organization?
Yeah, so it does. Honestly, you get the idea with all the flags just being presented down below.
Yeah, all the different countries' flags.
Yeah. Oddly enough, they also have an H for a building.
Hero.
Heroes. But this sort of dispatch can't happen like in a day. Even the best of times, an international deployment effort takes a staggering amount of procedure and paperwork. We got a lot of faces here that we only get silhouettes of. The strength of our heroes is directly tied to domestic power. When they go abroad, a nation is less able to deter attacks and the balance crumbles.
Fair point.
Any large-scale deployment tends to encourage the major crime syndicates to stir up some trouble. But this time is worse than ever. Countries all over the world are in turmoil, almost as if the syndicates are working together.
Oh.
According to the Interpol, the man known as All For One has underground connections to a number of countries. Honestly, I kind of like got that connection like from the first movie, actually. When they were
because like in America.
Yeah, so I mean, there was that situation, but there was also the boat situation. It was just kind of like an unknown like villain at that time, but he's obviously been doing this like for a while and had direct connections with All For One, pretty much almost like working under him specifically.
Yep.
We go into the next page here. They continue. Even so, we cannot disregard this earnest plea from Endeavor, Hawks, and most notably, All Might. I have no idea what. Oh, hold on. My nation's hero, Salam, is quickly losing patience. He has taken to a muttering, "I will flatten that All For One."
And he seems to be like an Egyptian hero because he seems themed like an Egyptian pharaoh.
Yeah. So okay. So he's just referencing like their nation's like hero. Yeah, the same goes for our hero over here, a big red dot.
Why is he called that?
Questions for later. He questions.
He's a lion. Why is he called that?
There's definitely context, and we'll find out later. I assure you. He questions why aiding a friend must also involve so much red tape. On that note, ours already left. Everyone's question mark. She couldn't sit around any longer. She skipped out on everything and just flew off.
Here she is.
Holy shit. Anyway, before I look at the panel right there, I'll just go ahead and read the rest of this. So she is on a
Stealth bomber.
Yeah.
She's on Blackhawks. She's on, or I don't know. If I don't think they're called Black. They might be called Blackhawks. I forget. No, wait, no, they're not Blackhawks. They aren't Blackhawks. So that's my bad. It's a helicopter. But she is on stealth bombers right now.
Okay. She's got this wild ass cape. She's heading off. Whatchamacallit? We got some intercom saying, "Hey, no skin off our backs, star." I think this is her talking. This mission's guaranteed to get the green light anyway, sooner or later. Besides, the request came from All Might himself. My master's in a pickle. Why would I think twice?
United States of America's
number one hero, star and stripe.
I love it.
It's like, of course, like All Might's the master.
America's number one hero, stars and stripes.
Holy shit, bro! Like,
I like her design.
It's kind of a mix of like, well, actually, I can't really say it. It's like it bleeds patriotism.
It does. It's a very American hero.
And
it's like if Captain America and All Might had a baby.
Yeah, that's fair. Honestly, like, I think she's just drawn differently too.
Yeah, she's drawn a little bit differently, but I think that we might see that like her better in another panel. But she's definitely. I'm very curious about what her quirk is.
I know, right? Like, you want to just kind of assume it's just kind of the same thing, just slightly different.
Just strength.
It's just strength.
Because, like, we know from the Vigilantes' time, the number one hero in America was Captain Celebrity.
Captain Celebrity, and do we have any like context about that one?
I mean, there's like nothing in the main series. All of his information is in Vigilantes. But I don't know. We don't know what's happened to him since. So I guess like maybe he retired. Maybe he just isn't number one anymore, and now she's number one.
Honestly, considering like the fit and everything, like she probably has like a very similar like super strength ability. That's just kind of something that just kind of coincides with like, I guess, the ideology.
Little do you know, it's not just strength. She also summons stars.
That would be so legit, and you know what? I'd be happy to be wrong.
She just gets all the star energy, and a big burning eagle just appears behind her.
I mean, I'd be down for it. It's a stand.
It's a big bald eagle stand.
Oh my god. There's already a quirk somewhere that's just for stands. This is so wild to even imagine.
I like her design though. I do. I like it.
Yeah. Honestly, like, I'm just so used to seeing like Captain America's like look, and this is kind of like the next thing for it. All Might's kind of close, though.
It's very much All Might mixed with Captain America, in my opinion.
Yeah, but now I got questions. I got questions like what was the training like? How did they meet? Obviously, probably it's pretty easier said, like, as far as like the context for it. Honestly, it could have been just like a board meeting. It's like, hey, I know you, and it just started from there.
Right. It's also nice to see bombers on their way to Japan to help.
Yeah.
Last time American bombers went to Japan, man. I don't know if you know the end of that part.
Nor should we really bring in context.
Didn't end so well.
But in any case, there's aid coming in. But now the world heroes are starting to join in, though, like, very minor. Like, one piece
his name Big Red Dot?
You'll find out. I don't know what to tell you.
Also, apparently, both of those heroes are in World Hero Mission.
Nice. Do we know if this be the coolest thing? Is Star and Stripe also in there too?
I don't know if she is or not, but that'd be really cool if she is.
That'd be really cool. Honestly, this is a smart move then. The fact is that World Hero Mission just happens in between like this whole like work study situation, and it like kind of aligns with just what's going on right now, where World Heroes are now going towards like Japan as far as like providing aid. Well, somewhat. I think it's just a long process for them, but for some heroes like Star and Stripe, they're just already like moving in.
Oh, he's the okay, so Big Red Dot is the number one hero in Singapore,
Nice.
and his quirk is not what you'd expect.
Wait, what the? Where the hell is that source?
You forget World Hero Mission's already out in Japan.
Oh, oh, I'll shut the fuck up.
His quirk is Tsunami.
Huh. Oh. Oh, okay, I'm starting to make connections.
Big Red Dot may be based on Little Red Dot, a nickname given to Singapore for its placement on world maps. Oh, that
Okay,
makes
I
more
was
sense.
absolutely wrong.
What were you thinking it was?
Honestly, I thought it was just like a reference to Japan for some goddamn reason. Listen, let me just preface that my logic goes like to a certain point and just this. It,
Because it's literally the
listen,
I get
all right,
I get where your I get where
yeah,
your mind went. I get where
it,
your
it,
mind went.
it,
It's just hilarious to think about.
yeah, it goes to a very simplistic place. So like a tsunami, and then red dot, and that's the connection there. But obviously, it would have to be Pacific to Singapore. So okay, okay.
I just find that so fucking funny.
I,
Because it's
I,
like, what does the Japanese flag look like? It's a white flag
the
with
big
a
red
big
dot.
red dot.
It's like, but then before I can even like think about it, it's like, wait, why would they ever want to reference? Any case, it would have been fleshed out. Believe me, it comes down to like the very simplistic stuff.
And Salam's quirk allows him to turn his body paper thin, and he's the number one hero in Egypt.
Oh shit! Could you? Ooh, like I'm hearing
I'm
that
assuming
like
he must have some relationship with Edgeshot.
that's what I'm thinking. Like Ed Shot like that. Like you look at like paper thin like Cork and
Yeah, bro,
there's
he straight up looked like a flat Stanley.
that's funny, but I see it and I love it. But yeah, so honestly, also I want to just like shout out to like Stars and Stripes, like the hair specifically. There's a good portion of it that just like is just like All Might's design, just not like up. It's just backwards.
She is currently on a stealth bomber, so I imagine she's probably got some wind blowing through her hair right now.
This is true, so it might actually just end up standing up. Oh god, it really is.
Like I know what those are called. What are they called?
Hmm.
I know what those bombers are called. They're not Blackhawks.
Oh,
Like Blackhawks is wrong because that's a helicopter. I don't know why I was thinking Blackhawk. I know what they are. Spirit bombers. That's what they're called. They're called spirit bombers.
oh my god. I'm not gonna ask the obvious question.
Spirit bomb.
I'll just think that their inspiration came from somewhere else. And no, I will not use my limited like logical like explanations to try to figure that one out.
But yeah, they're I mean, like the U.S. Air Force has a few of them, but there's not a ton of them, but there are a few.
Yeah, like I've seen this before, but like
The type of
hardly.
model.
Yeah, but just that's not something that is always seen at
They
all.
carry a ton of explosives.
And maybe it's just like her size, but you wouldn't expect it. Like such a thing, like in proportion to her body, to carry so many like like explosives.
Yep, they just carry them in the cockpit underneath. Not in the cockpit, but in the bomb bay.
Baco sees all these like sees all this, his eyes gleaming.
he's like, oh. He's like fucking Hanji when she sees a Titan.
Neuron activation.
Oh.
Oh, that'd be interesting. What if? I mean, this is kind of like a long shot, or it kind of be like some unnecessary like stuff because he's already developed his own like abilities. But if he can like look at like these bombers, see them in action, and just kind of like get a glimpse of like some kind of motivation or inspiration from that, and he comes up with like a new move, I'd be like, yeah, yo.
Spirit bomb that.
I mean, holy shit! Don't. I mean, we're just giving out ideas. I mean, because I can kind of see it.
Like, I need to look and see if Star and Stripe is in. World
Vigilant
Heroes.
or World Heroes. If anything, she'd probably like show up like not at all in a fight scene, but just kind of like a little sneak preview. She'd probably be like in the shadows. Someone just like, "Oh, what are you doing here?" And then it's like it immediately smash cuts to her like finishing up like that particular like fight, and she's like, "All right,
No, she is not from World Heroes. She's a completely new character.
never mind then. I'll shut up right now." So that's
Completely new
completely
character.
new. But yeah, all right. I guess that's pretty much it. Honestly, I'm just kind of looking forward to seeing like how she just kind of interacts with everyone.
I know, like I'm very curious to see America's new #1 hero compared to Captain Celebrity.
Mm-hmm. It honestly, I want to see like her actual interactions with Deku, like how he is right now. I mean, it probably won't be like how I imagine it, which is like her sizing him up as far as like what he can do. I mean, she could probably do that if she wants to, but otherwise she might just kind of stick to her own lane, and Deku is the one who simply like observes and maybe takes his notes as to what she can do, and maybe like implement that into like whatever he can do. So
Yeah, like I think her name, like it says Star and Stripe, but I'm fairly certain it's supposed to be Stars and Stripes.
yeah, that's what I'm thinking too. That makes sense. But
Oh
then
my
again,
god, I knew it.
wait, what was it?
Yep, give the internet time.
Uh,
Here you
okay.
go.
Oh no, oh no.
I mean, I expected it.
Well, to be fair, I was expecting something a little bit less
Worse.
redeeming. I was less redeeming.
I mean, same.
But yeah, that's a little bit more tame. That's a little bit more vanilla.
Give it time.
No, it's already up there. I know it. Listen, just like 0. 0.4 seconds, someone sees it, immediately starts drawing.
Hentai. He'd do a hentai of it immediately.
Finally, some fucking food.
Finally, good fucking food.
All right, so we'll go and call it. I think next time, honestly, like I still would love to see what like Class 1A does like going forward, which we'll probably see next time. If not, then we'll just have like a Stars and Stripe like chapter, and I'm totally okay with that. Because honestly, you show a new hero and they have like a pivotal role like in like the current events, then of course we're gonna be like, okay, what can she do? Like, how's she gonna like do this and do that? So that, or just see other like heroes from World Hero like Association. So that'd be great too.
Oh yeah, I definitely want to see. Like that's something that we've all been waiting for. Is basically some pictures, or not pictures. I mean, just seeing the basically everything we can of the heroes from around the world.
And honestly, like if the story plays out exactly how I imagine it, it like considering like how vast and diverse everyone is, strictly speaking, like that would be enough to just stop All for One right then and there. But if
The world's heroes.
yeah, like I mean, yeah, like All for One has connections all over the world, but never has he had to like do a full brawl with everyone. So, I mean, it might have to come down to that, and Horikoshi would have to like find a way to make All for One even much more of a threat, if that's going to be where he goes with that particular character. I mean, who knows? He might try something else. Although Shigaraki's quirk is broken by itself, so maybe it doesn't really need that.
Right. Oh, and next chapter apparently drops on Lady Nagan's birthday.
Oh shit! They better do something as far as like at least a cover.
October 10th. That's her birthday.
That's super nice. I hope we. You know what? I hope that the writers have something for Lady Nagan. Like, just give her like a quick recovery or like a progress report on recovery, because that'd be nice.
Ooh.
So what you were saying, October 10th? Oh, okay. So it is a week. Cool. So that covers our bases there. So, all right. I guess with that, having brought that up, in that case, I hope that Lady Nagan gets something in the next chapter too. But yeah, I guess we'll go ahead and call it here. So thank you guys so much for watching and tuning in for this manga chapter read, spin chapter 328. And yeah, next time we see you, it'll probably be within the week. So yeah. All right. In the meantime, take care of yourselves and have a good one. #bye everyone.
But yeah.